This is Aaron with Seven Figure RIA. I want to share with you part of our process. This is just a bit in the background of what we're doing for advisors after they get connected with a prospect and they start to build a relationship. And what we define as a relationship is introduction through a message. There's a response that says, yeah, I'm interested. I want to know a bit more about your service, or I want to know a bit about how you're accomplishing this for other people. In that, I won't get into a ton of the details along those lines, but when you can have someone think this is a working solution for other people, you're immediately increasing social proof, which can be very, very valuable. And you can leverage that as the sales cycle goes on and when you get closer to closing business or to onboarding someone as a client. This part of the process where we're finding people who are interested, they're responding. Lots of times things occur and what happens is inevitably things occur in people's lives and what they thought was vital falls in the back burner. And our job as an agency providing client appointments for our advisors is to keep people on the track. Don't let the train derail. In this, using cold calling or using it's warm calling someone who's already received really good material from you is the best way of getting someone to that next step, to the booked appointment or to a webinar, a seminar, an in-person coffee event, which you can leverage if you're using local data, and that's part of our process. So how do we get phone numbers, email addresses, information that people don't have readily available on social media profiles? They may have their work line or work direct line on a hidden platform like ZoomInfo. What are we using to get around that? Or maybe if ZoomInfo doesn't have it, in that rare case, this is an alternative that would be really considerable for advisors who are looking to do something on their own. Clay. We built a Clay table, and I'd be happy to drop the link of what our process is of enriching data after we connect with someone. This Clay table uses LinkedIn URLs. So if you have someone's LinkedIn URL, you're able to get their phone number and get their personal phone number. And from here, we're able, depending on the advisor, to understand if that person is even a dog walker. So we're able to get pretty granular with the information we're able to provide. That stuff's not explicitly on Clay, but I would check out clay.com as an alternative to your prospecting process or as an addition to your prospecting process. What you'll find on here is an immense amount of data that can further your effort in keeping someone on track to becoming a client. And obviously you don't have to cluster bomb someone's phone and someone's email address through 10 different emails of team members. But what you can do is develop a regular cadence for reaching out to that person in one of those times. As long as they're still opted in, they're still interested. One of those times, they'll say yes, and they'll want to move to the next step. And that is part of our process for outlining how do we get a phone number, or how do we get a personal email address, or how can we move someone from they've been introduced, they've shown interest, we've lost them along that post shown interest timeline, and how do we get them to the next step? So hope this was valuable. I'll share the Clay tutorial below this just so you can go if you'd like to try and develop something on your own. But that's just a bit about the process.